just with classic. I say it's up. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Samaje Perine, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
First down, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Where's that? Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. My 50. Watch for that.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Trouble C. Sonic.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. To Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56.
Toss play, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. To throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find some there for him.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So out come the Bucs now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
A first down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Davison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
56, boys, 56. Check, 56. 550, 550.
On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Winston now to throw on 1st down. A tip off to Smallwood. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Not that time for Watkins. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The second down throw for Winston. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Winston from the gun on third down. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Let's convert.
Jameis now on first down. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will give him the lead here as we get on to Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw now on first down. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll set up a throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Trey McBride now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First down, Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Samaje Perine, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Again, it's Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll throw again. Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it to Thomas. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. On the return, it's McBride. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Leopard!
the ground. This is Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Back now. We've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now back to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Winston now to throw on first down. Going up top. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Camara. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow...
And his first carry, he loses the football. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On the ground, Camara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They run it again with Camara. And he's got room. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go again with Scott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 14 yards there on the pickup. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Saints on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Sonic! Where's that? Where's that?
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
Instead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Jameis now on first down. He finds Peterman out of the backfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's a toss coming right, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you
do this. Only